See, the big alien rips open the phony secretary Zhang and pulls out the little alien. Oh, I know what you're saying, folks. Good old G. Gordon's lost it. What's this, the 8 billionth time he's run that clip? But that's because I'm trying to wake you up! Turn and look at the person next to you, my friends. How can you be sure he or she is even human? When is the almighty Justice League going to find a way to scan for these aliens? Who exactly are they trying to protect? Okay, sure. Superman and the Manhunter from Mars seem to be on the side of the angels, but that's 2 aliens in the good column and 2 in the bad. Let's see if we can get some answers!
Thanks, Gordon. This is Cat Grant at the Hall of Justice. I'm gonna try and get a statement from the 2 newest members of the League, Zatanna and Rocket.
No comment.
Miss Grant, I've told you, the League will issue a statement soon.
Did you see that, folks? That was League Public Liaison Officer Catherine Gebert literally stonewalling GBS's own Cat Grant. What's the League hiding? We know it provides safe haven for a Kryptonian and a Martian, but what if that's not all? What if the Amazons came from outer space? Or the Atlanteans? How do we really know Flash isn't an alien? Or Hawkman? Or Icon? What are they keeping from the real Earthlings like us?
Speak to me this way!
Repeating today's top story, a small group of extraterrestrials, the Reach, have arrived at United Nations headquarters in New York City. For more on this, we go live to GBS's own G. Gordon Godfrey at the UN.
Thanks, Kat. And yes, folks, it seems Earth's finally met some aliens who know how to get it right.
The Reach comes to your world as friends. We come with open arms, extending our hands, our reach, if you will, to help.
Well, thumbs up to the Reach. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Old G. Gordon's gone soft on the spacemen. But don't you see, this is exactly how aliens should come to Earth. Knocking on our front door, not sneaking in the back, like some Leaguers we know.
What's with all the long faces, Justice Dweebs?
The question isn't whether our world's finest are the galaxy's most wanted. It's not whether they've been using secret, undercover, covert operatives against targets of their own choosing. No. It's not even whether these interstellar hoodlums have their own watchtower in orbit over our planet. No. Old G. Gordon proved all that a week ago, didn't he? So the question is this. How long are you going to stand for this and do nothing to check these lawless heroes? Oh. Well, I'll just wait here for you to make up your minds. Take your time. If you're not in a hurry, why should I be? Meanwhile, Earth's true benefactors, the Reach, have been working openly and without fanfare for the betterment of all mankind. Exhibit A, LexCorp Farms, where the Reach has partnered with noted philanthropist Lex Luthor to increase food production. LexCorp and the Reach are even allowing public tours. Trust, openness, and an end to world hunger. Now, why didn't the Justice League think of that?
Obviously, any partnership...
Oh, I like you, cowboy. You're loco. And me like you, you're loco.
And we are officially at T-minus 1 hour and counting. Now we do have time for a few questions. Yes, Ms. Godfrey.
Miss Ferris, maybe I'm the only one not drinking the space cola, but has anyone asked whether Earth wants more communication with aliens?
Our galaxy contains billions of stars, yet Earth and Mars are warmed by the same sun. The Martians aren't aliens, they're our next-door neighbors. Isn't it time we got to know them?
So that's your plan. Borrow a cup of Martian sugar, while our world is being invaded.
If I may, all the more reason both worlds must stand together. This satellite represents a new spirit of cooperation between sister planets, the beginning of an alliance that can protect us all.
Thank you, Martian Manhunter. On behalf of Ferris Aircraft and the Earth-Mars Communication Initiative, we couldn't agree more.
That's it? No more questions for the mighty Manhunter? Tell old G. Gordon that name doesn't sound ominous to any decent Earthling. And did you notice the Kryptonians not taking any questions at all?
I go through everyone's trash.
For fast energy, grab a Lightspeed Booster Bar with a big burst of flavor in every bite. Yeah!
See? This is what these self-appointed guardians of humanity are really about. Cashing in on their image, shilling for whoever's got the deepest pockets. It's not enough that they turn our kids into bullies and delinquents with their arrogant might makes right policy. Once again, the glorious one tells it like it is. Am I right, folks, or am I right?
Darn straight!
How dare you open up the League to this kind of criticism?
Hey, I wasn't that bad.
Captain Adam.
Isn't afraid to say, I told you so! Millions lost power tonight. Did the heroes think of that before they took on this weirdo? How much longer are we gonna put up with this kind of reckless endangerment and wanton disregard for public safety? Haven't you had enough?
Darn straight!
Friends, the will of the people must be heard. So I want you to call on our government, no, on all the world's governments, to ban the Just Us League! Folks, we're getting a live report. What? This can't be right. Mommy? That was a scene today at a rally held to honor the Justice League, who apparently saved the world this week. Now, to the sponsors who dropped me, I just want to say, I know I've sometimes appeared critical of the Justice League, but it's only because I care. And if you feel it's possible to care too much, then here I sit, guilty as charged. Friends, starting next week, look for the glorious one at our new time, 4:15 a.m., right after the farm report.
Can you believe this guy?
Try fish fingers and I'll show you the meaning of cold-blooded.
The meat-designated arsenal continues to elude Black Beetle soldiers. But of greater interest, 4 of our former test subjects are inside the war world and attacking our patrols.
What? How did they get...
1 minute, Mr. Ambassador.
I'll be right with you. Tell Black to terminate both situations with extreme prejudice.
And now, an old friend of our program, the Reach Ambassador. Welcome back to the show, Ambassador.
Always a pleasure, G. Gordon. So you see, G. Gordon, the Reach is all about intergalactic brotherhood.
A lovely sentiment. So, please explain to the good folks at home how it squares with the lies you told us and the fleet of warships you hid beneath our oceans.
I think you're forgetting that those ships helped Blue Beetles save the Earth from...
Unfortunately, the Reach only has this single ship, designed for peaceful exploration and diplomacy and unequipped with any weapons.
Now, I don't know what you call that on your world, Ambassador, but on planet Earth, we call it a bald-faced lie. How many more lies are you hiding beneath our seas? And how much more propaganda will you ask the human race to swallow and wash down with a nice, cold reach?
I don't want to be the Batman anymore.
Today I have a report from Dr. Frederick, the respected child psychologist, in which he states, and I quote, "Some children who admire these over-pumped superheroes do poorly in school, quarrel with their siblings, and refuse to eat their vegetables. I'd like to ask the Just Us League how they respond to these accusations. But I can't, because they don't have the nerve to show up here. America, I ask you, why are they afraid of me? What do they have to hide? We demand the truth."
What a rude little man. Someone needs to put him in his place.
No. If we respond, we'll just encourage him.
Role models? Look, I've seen showgirls with more modesty than this so-called Wonder Woman.
I will not tolerate this!
Princess, I don't like Godfrey any more than you do. But in this country, the man's entitled to his opinion, however boneheaded it is.
Democracy in action. Hey, didn't the Greeks invent that?
And what's wrong with the way I dress?
You want to take that?
I knew we'd be the last ones here.
It's time we told these supercilious sideshow swindlers what we think of them. You're no superheroes. You're superheroes!
It's not my fault.
Of course not. You just handed that jerk a weapon. You didn't tell him to fire it.
Ah, he's full of hot air. Guys like that back down the second you stand up to him. I'll prove it.
Hold on.
Hey, Glorious.
Oh, no.
You have something to say about the League. Say it to my face.
Ladies and gentlemen, it seems we have an unexpected guest. Not that we should be surprised. I mean, you're a superhero. You don't have to wait for an invitation. You go where you want, when you want, right?
Yeah, but we're the good guys.
Of course you are. And I'm sure you can account for the fact that since your so-called Justice League formed, white-collar crime is up 3%.
White collar, that's not really our...
Or maybe you'd care to explain why on your watch, 50% of marriages now end in divorce, and the other 50% in death.
I'm here because all that stuff you said about the League being in this for money isn't right.
So you're saying that, unlike the rest of us who work hard to provide for our loved ones, you do what you do for less selfish reasons?
Exactly. It's like Green Lantern explained to me earlier.
Don't say it.
We're above all that.
You heard it, folks. Straight from the source. The Just Us League says we're better than you.
Yeah. Wait, no!
We're out of time. Tomorrow, more of the hard truth you want to hear. Hey, great show, kid. Drop by anytime.
But I didn't...
Nothing personal. It's just showbiz. It's not like it's the end of the world.